brothers, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need?
To the mic. Let him know.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Coleman now. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a loose football. And this is going to be Packer football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Williams. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career. And this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 78 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
33 yards that time. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. On first down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. James now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They begin the drive with Coleman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete.